3,
2,
1,
go. That was good.
Close enough.
That was close enough.
Close enough.
That was close enough. You know.
Welcome to the New Head Podcast. We're back. We're different. We're new.
But
I'm one of your hosts.
yeah.
Widow. There's my other host.
Hi.
Introduce yourself, man.
I'm Shoji. And I'm like the merch guy here. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm that guy who screams about a movie uses too much being bad. How we all doing today?
I was gonna say you're more like the Batman guy
Oh,
who sings in the shower.
Yeah. The Joker. Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that means we can open with the winter merch if we're gonna go that way.
I mean, yeah, no problem. Yeah, we just released it on the 8th. It's been out for a couple, days or like a week or so now. We've had a couple of orders, which is kind of cool. You know,
There's some really good stuff in there.
Yeah, I had 2 other New Head members help me design some of the stuff. Shout out to Kean Fox and a ham, Uwu. So they helped me with that, and then I did most of like the rest and all of that. But yeah, no, I really like it, and I can tell you right now, it's not going to be the same next year. I think I could say that confidently.
If I can recommend one thing, if there's anything you're gonna order from the store, look into that Christmas sweater. That thing is.
I mean, I know. Yeah, Bootleg ended up. One of our owners ended up ordering it like right away, and then it still won't get there until like January.
Really?
Yeah. So it's Kopi and I
order
believe
it anyway.
are the only ones who got it. So you'll get it for next year.
Yeah, you have it for next Christmas, and then so it's like a. Sports games, how they release the game for the next year,
yeah,
for the last year. It's actually backwards here. We're giving you the 2023 Christmas sweater for 2024.
Yeah. You know, we're ahead of the game, per se. Yeah,
we're planning ahead.
You know, did I ever tell you how crazy like that kind of whole situation was? Because like
with the sweater.
Yeah.
No.
So like, right at ECT, it was like. Bootleg, Vinny, Lex, all of us were kind of just like outside at our B&B, and I was like, one thing I really want for winter merch is like ugly sweaters or like knitted sweaters, right?
Yeah.
And the next day, it was like travel home day because ECT was done, and as soon as I get home, I get an email saying, 4th wall, knitted sweaters, knitted winter gear, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like
the world has mysterious ways of doing things.
Yeah, like I spoke
you can never plan for those things.
Like I spoke it out into like existence, so now I'm like, all right, where's the fucking phone cases? You know?
That'd be nice. Phone case would be cool,
right? I think like a new head phone case would go hard.
Or like pop sockets. That'd be cool.
Pop sockets would be cool, but I feel like those are like another companies. I don't think they could do them. You know?
Probably not.
I don't know. But yeah, no, and then for merch next year, we're not. I don't know if I could say this. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to say it anyway. Sorry.
You can bleep it if you can.
Yeah, we're definitely not doing themes next year. Definitely not doing themes. We're not going to do like seasonal drops. We're going to do more like we're probably only going to do 2 main drops.
2 drops a year. Yeah.
Starting next year. And then we're probably not going to do more stylistic stuff like the Future Sight one, for example. Like that was probably one of our most popular merch designs, like selling wise. But the New Head Basics did better, like overall. Yeah. So that's what we're kind of.
Not surprising.
We're kind of going more
like the.
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna go back to that.
Back to the roots.
Yeah, that style for like a new basics line, and that will stay out throughout the whole year. So. Yeah. So well, more on that soon.
You'll hear more about that later. Assuming we were allowed to even talk about it, and you didn't just hear nothing and a jump cut.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I don't think.
I'm sure it's fine too.
Sure
we didn't give a date or anything. We just said, yeah, new merch, and it's gonna be not seasonal. Cool. That's
right.
like not really bad. I think we're allowed to mention that.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be what it is, you know. It'll be what it is, and then, but yeah, do you have any bloopers from the winter merch video that we're gonna see?
Yeah, a blooper reel is like nearly done.
Oh,
yeah.
It's
not many. I actually did one take almost everything. Weirdly enough.
Oh. So you're just
I
him.
actually was apparently pretty good at it. Yeah, apparently I'm just him. But there is a couple bloopers. The script, if you watch the trailer really closely, you can notice a few moments where I'm clearly not looking at like anything in particular, and I'm actually reading the script because I'm not remembering all the lyrics for the song. Like everything up till the song was improv. Everything. I was like winging the words because I have more fun with improv, and I think it leads to more genuine things.
Right.
So there's a couple scenes you could see me, like especially in the Batman scene, where I'm clearly looking in the corner because the script was there, and there was a point midway through that recording, because it was one take, where it fell in the tub and just landed in a pile of water because there was water down there. So I like pick it up and I put it back, and it's like barely together, but I can still read it. Once I was done recording, while I was drying off and stuff, because I was soaked, right? I put it on the bathroom like counter where the sink is. And when I went to pick it up to move it, it just like fell in half, and it was like, well, there it is. There's the script.
Oh, the script.
The Batman mask is fine. Everything's good. The great costume of a high budget is still there.
That's
still
awesome.
Good.
Yeah.
That also applied to when I was singing next to the mirror. That also had the script next to it, and there was a few moments you could tell I'm looking at it if you look really closely. But I think it was really funny, and it came together really well. Yeah, there is a blooper reel being done.
It's
there's a couple things. There's a few like missing takes as well of like me doing it initially where I was wearing pajamas, and I'm like, I look like a bum in these shots. I want to go put on real pants, and I did.
Yeah, I mean there was it's crazy because how well you cooked. Like I gave you one prompt, and it was just baby, it's cold outside, Elfstein, and then you're like, I bet, and then you.
It was funny. It's
funny.
It's easy to work with it, and it was funny.
Yeah.
Like. At the end of the day, NewHead, we're not quite like suit and tie work. You know what I mean?
Not yet.
We're not quite like as fancy as everyone else. We're kind of we're like fancy-ish, but like we're more business casual. Is that a good way to put it?
Yeah.
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 And so being able to make joke around with our ads, I think just makes them a lot more iconic and fun.
I mean,
for everyone.
I mean,
the editors have more fun. The people who make it have more fun. Honestly, I think it actually turns out better for the branding down the line anyway, because I think people look back on it more fondly.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny when we just did an event, a 5v5 with Chip versus Milia, and that was all Fast and Furious kind of like theme. Did you hear what happened with that at all?
Oh yeah. I think I know what you're talking about.
We had no idea, but the date we had it on. It was like the date that Paul Walker passed away. Like it was crazy. Like it was such like a coincidence. We didn't like really realize.
We did not plan that at all. I remember I heard about the event through Solemn. He told me, he's like, yeah, we're doing Chip Million. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, we're doing the graphics, Fast and the Furious, Dom Tour, all that stuff. And then the next day he hops in call with me. And he's like, we have a big fucking problem.
Oh, God.
There is a massive problem.
Yeah. And
I'm like, what? This is the 10-year anniversary of Paul Walker.
Yeah, and it's the 10-year. Like, that's fucking crazy. And I'm like,
no. None of us knew. I want it to be made very clear. No one knew until it was way too late to reschedule it.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
We all felt terrible. I need it to be made very clear.
And then...
all of us felt terrible.
And then they I don't know who found it, but then somebody found like
someone found it out.
No, I was talking about like their charity thing that we donated to, or so I believe.
Yeah.
So, which was kind of nice.
We turned it around. We turned it to something good.
Yeah.
We definitely turned it into something more about celebration, I think.
Yeah.
Which is good.
A celebration.
But yeah, we didn't know that until it was a little too late, and the rescheduled dates, because we have a little bit of background in the crew battles. I'm not involved much in the crew battles by much. I mean, I'm not involved at all. I only hear about them basically a day before everyone else does.
Yeah, we only watch them.
But
we only watch them. Like
we have a spreadsheet.
Good,
we have a spreadsheet of the days people are available.
Yeah.
And there was like no other day.
All right.
That was it. And it's like, well, we've already made the stuff. It's too late now. Like, It happened on such a bad day, but I think we, at the end of the day, managed to shed some light on something, which is good. We managed to bring some light to a situation that was very, very heartbreaking when it happened. So I think we did the right thing.
Yeah, and then my main one, so it's fine. So let's go, Amelia! Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so we had a couple of announcements, probably by this time this goes up, that we would like to talk about.
Well, not probably. It will be by the time it goes up.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it will be. Anyway, we are now fully sponsored by SGF devices, which is really cool.
They're the fucking greatest. Oh my god.
Yeah, they've helped us so much with like the Honda, with the Honda horrible hootenanny that Ember talks
that
put
was
apart.
really fun.
Yep, that was funny.
That was really fun. There was so many things about that event that were iconic.
Yeah,
so
and then they helped me with my Shojis Kitchen and Mortal Kombat Top 8 Invitational. They even added like $50 to the pot, which is awesome. You know.
Yes.
And then they sent the first player like a free controller, like a free leverless controller, which is awesome. And then yeah, and I used
they just put a ton of money down for DOS sign too.
Oh yeah. Then they put about, I think they put, I don't know if I should say like the exact number, but they put a lot of money.
You can if you want.
I don't know if I should.
Down.
I don't know if I should.
Say whatever you want, no man.
Huh?
At the end of the day, we're talking good about a company.
I mean, yeah. So they're funny.
They're amazing.
They donated. I don't know if you saw this, Widow, but like they donated $420.69 to the match.
I didn't know the exact amount.
Yeah, and they donated.
I just knew they donated a lot.
They donated $420.69 to be funny. If you don't like this company because of that, then what the hell, you know?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Like they've gotten notice from like Justin Wong. They've gotten noticed by like other creators too, and it's awesome. Like their devices are so nice. Their buttons are fantastic. I've been using them since ECT of 2023, and it's
we got some really good stuff.
Yeah, like even before then, like they sent me like a whole controller and stuff, and I use it all throughout there, and it's so nice and for traveling and everything.
Yeah, they're nice and small. They can fit in a bag.
Yeah,
they're perfect.
Yeah, and it's awesome. And
mentioning like DOS-sign getting to go to Frosty, obviously DOS-sign's going to Frosty.
Right.
So if you want to see them, that's in America or wherever, that's like your big shot.
Yeah, and then they
if
also
going to Frosty, look out for him. Tell him I sent you, or that we sent you.
Yeah, and then also with that, I'll be also going to Frosty, so you can see me there.
I won't be. I'll be at home.
Yeah, you'll be at home watching us, having so much fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'll be here just
playing Strive on Tower. Anyway, but yeah, no, and then they also donated a $500 to the Trevor Project, directly.
Yes.
Which is
really awesome.
Cool. Which is really
They're just a really good company. They do a lot of great stuff. They make a lot of good quality stuff.
Yeah.
Especially when in a scene like fighting games where good equipment is really important.
Yeah.
They make sure that you got good stuff always.
That is very, very true. Like
do we have a discount code we can promote or no?
I don't know if yet.
I don't know.
That's not set up while we're recording this. So
it's either been set up now or if there's one, we'll flash it on screen now if there's one.
Or if you're just listening to this,
open up another notepad.
Oh yeah, or if you're just listening to this now, we'll I don't know what we'll do, because this is going to be video and audio. So yeah, I don't know.
I'm just like I'm doing manual timestamps.
If we do, it'll probably be somewhere announced on our Twitter. So NewHeadFGC on Twitter, on X, actually on X.
Go follow them.
Nobody's going to call it X, but
on X.
It's
no one's gonna call it that, but we have to. It's stupid.
Yeah. With that, we also announced our brand new NewHead jerseys designed by your own Shoji, the GOAT. They're so cool. They're so fire.
Yeah, I mean, we can I guess we can put a picture on screen for
for
the YouTube audience.
Yeah,
Let me do another timestamp. I'm gonna set up a timestamp thing after this recording's done, so I just press a button.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. New jerseys, also helped forward by SGF. They're amazing. Yep. They're helping with so much stuff.
That's kind of how we got sponsored by them.
Heat, Yeah, the designs are amazing. They're very recognizable. If you see someone at Frosty wearing one, because that's where they'll be first worn,
Yep. Grab a
go
picture.
and say hello. Grab a picture, say hello.
Yeah, all their names
promise
will
you
be on the
that
back.
No one will be annoyed by you coming to ask for a picture at all.
Yeah.
People will be thrilled by you wanting to come up and say hello.
Unless
do that.
Unless you're me, I'm gonna be super sarcastic and be like, "Get the fuck away from me," and then run away.
Get out of here, you nerd! And then I'm gonna like skedaddle away.
Yeah.
Pull out
Skippity
a
goo bop,
skateboard
skippity
and fly
toilet. Huh?
I'm gonna ignore what you just said. All right. But yeah. So you'll get to see those jerseys in person at Frosty. They're awesome.
Yep.
Everyone will have one at some point.
Yeah, they're
I'm not going to Frosty, so I won't have one. But I'll be wearing one at Evo.
yeah,
Catch me there.
they're all they're being made by 6'6" Apparel. They have also done 9 Moons jerseys actually. So that's how we kind of heard of them.
Quality stuff.
Yeah. So I'm very excited to do them and see how they look. I'm sure they're gonna look fire. Because I designed them, so they're gonna be fire anyway. And yeah,
I'm sure they're gonna be great because I made them. You know?
yeah. I'm kind of goaded.
Bias aside, they look great.
Yeah.
If I wasn't biased, I would say they look great anyway. They're amazing.
Right, you're right. And I'm super proud. I'm super proud of them. This is like the first time like I've ever made anything from like super scratch, like period.
Nothing to start off of. Like,
Yeah.
here's your blank slate. Go for it.
Yeah, like when I make, I have my own clothing line, like Street X, and then I also do NewHead stuff, and like I design it like in mind of what I'm gonna put it on already.
Yeah.
So, like, for example, like for the future site, I knew that it was gonna be the back, and then the front was gonna be like trippy with cool ass leads or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It's probably one of my favorite things I've made for NewHead. Easily the jersey, for sure, 100%. And it could very well stick throughout this whole NewHead journey, which is very cool.
Yeah, no, I think the design could stick. I see at some point, because Team Liquid, they have different jerseys, right? They had like a Spider-Man one at one point. They have other stuff. I won't be shocked if we do more designs down the line.
Yeah, I mean,
but for now, this is the main one, and it's probably gonna stay the main one.
Right.
But maybe we'll do an inverted color one where the black's where the yellow was, and vice versa. Who knows? We'll figure that all out down the line when it becomes relevant to us. Because right now, it's cool enough that we even have them in the first place.
right. And once
Because
again,
there was a couple players who had some.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna have more people.
and once again, thank you again for SGF for sponsoring them, the jerseys and all that to get to Frosty for us. So it's really cool of them, and I can't wait to wear mine. Like, they're all getting shipped to me because I'm driving down to Frosty, so I can't wait to like
so
find mine.
deliver them to
I'm gonna find mine and like throw it on and just be like, "What's up, motherfuckers? What's up? I look good." You know what I mean?
I look good. But listen, here's yours. And you just start handing them out like a t-shirt. Get a t-shirt cannon. Bring it with you.
T-shirt cannon
with the team. Yeah.
Vinny, watch up! Boom! You know? That'd be funny.
Tech Vinny with a t-shirt.
Yeah, just Vinny, you're faking and shitting. Pow!
Little does he know, I put a shot put inside of the shirt.
Little does he know, there's a outhouse in this shirt. Faking and shitting.
You totally should have snuck without telling him a little like just shitting, text of shitting somewhere on his jersey.
I almost did that for his nameplate. I'm not gonna lie. I almost did that for his nameplate. Like a little small text. It would just be like, vacant equals shitting pissing.
That's amazing. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. So that's merch and jerseys talked about. What else? Is there anything else with NewHead we haven't mentioned yet that we were supposed to talk about?
Oh yeah. I'm sure this will probably. I don't know if this will be before or after, but Dyson's tournament event is coming up. Once again, everything.
What day is that?
Good question. I have no idea. You can look for it while I speak if you want to. This part could be cut out. Yeah.
Do you know if it's in like the team announcements?
Should be. Might have to scroll up.
Okay. Well, you talk.
Yeah.
I got this.
Okay. But yeah, no. So Dyson's tournament is coming up. I'm pretty sure we've kind of hit our goal. Like no matter what, he is coming. So whatever we get is going to the Trevor Project. No matter what. So it's very cool. And I'm really really proud of the community that came together and helped them be able to get to the USA to compete. Like, I'm not gonna be surprised if this man wins this tournament. I won't.
Oh yeah, DawSign. I stand by it. I couldn't find it, by the way.
I know you couldn't find it. Okay.
No. I stand by this take. I probably will till the end of time. I think DawSign is one of the most underrated players in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Literally makes Chaos look so technical. Like, a lot of Chaos players don't. They kind of learn one thing and just go with it because you can kind of get away with that.
I find it right here.
He doesn't.
It's right here.
You found it? Perfect.
Yeah. Yep. So it's gonna happen Friday the 29th at
Perfect.
8 p.m. EST, 7 p.m. CST, 5 p.m. PST. Whoa.
Perfect.
Dr. Dice's Frosty description on 29th of December, 2023.
Nice. Perfect. Yeah, DawSign is a great person, great player, awesome individual. Love the guy. Taught me everything I know about the Chaos matchup. I'm only good at that matchup because of him. The dude showed up one day and he's like, how about I send you a paragraph of words? And it's like, all right, I'll read it. And I read it. It's like, third eye opened up, right? The dude explained everything.
Yeah.
Great person, great player, very talented.
Dyson
could do it on literally any character.
Yeah, I agree. I still think they're going to stick with Happy Chaos.
I agree.
He was
but
very
they totally could do it with anyone else.
Dyson was very dooming with the nerfs, but like, he was like, it's
because
fine.
It nerfed his specific playstyle.
Yeah,
but
it was like, it's fine.
He figured it out.
It's fine.
He figured it out.
Yeah.
You don't need to be top one to win if you're goated, and DawSign is goated.
Go, kid, and I can't wait to watch him live compete. Like, it depends how well I do because I'm in two games at Frosty. I'm in Grand Blue, and I'm gonna be in Uniclear too. So it's like, all right.
Yeah, because Uni 2 comes out like right then.
Right then, yeah. So
yeah.
I don't know why they have a tournament for it, but like, fuck it, you know?
Why not?
Why not? But yeah, no, I signed up for Uni 2. I'll probably not. I am my main. It will be Kaguya in that, but I probably won't main her throughout, or won't play her throughout that tournament. I'll probably just stick with Makrava.
Yeah.
The home.
Yeah, just play the character you already somewhat know.
Yeah, Makrava or Hilda, either or.
Yeah, I think Frosty is going to be a really good event. I mean, it is every year. They kill it every single year, and obviously it's the last Arc World Tour qualifier as well.
Yeah.
So.
And Dyson getting into the Arc World Tour.
If he gets in, oh my god! If he gets in Arc World Tour,
so cool.
I'm going to scream.
Right.
Speaking of which, I gotta pay attention as well for when they post about the restream license for Arc World Tour this year. And I gotta try and get one.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But if he gets in, I guess we gotta try and get a NewHead one and restream on the NewHead channel.
Yeah, that's very true. I think I was gonna say something. All I know is if Dyson gets a top 8 at all, I know for a fact my voice will be gone.
Oh, I think he could do it. I think he's gonna do it.
I do. I will. Like, I have no doubt that he can do it. You know.
Another thing to remember about him is that he doesn't come to America to travel for competing. No one here knows his playstyle.
Yeah.
No one here knows it, especially because the connection is dog shit from here to there, right? So you're not playing online with him either.
Right.
So people that aren't really familiar with his playstyle, which
some players
does have a bit of an advantage. Like, I played him online before. I want to play him online again soon.
Like Umisho and Razzo, they know because they've played.
Yeah, they know.
They've played
they've played it before.
Leffen knows. Leffen comes around a lot.
Is Leffen going to Frosty?
Probably. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
I would assume so.
With the Happy Chaos nerfs, maybe not. They might be just on Grand Blue. Who knows?
Who knows? Yeah, everyone's kind of messing with Grand Blue right now.
Right. I mean, I don't think a lot of them are going to stay. I think some of them will go back to Strive. But, like, you know, I'm having a lot of fun with
I think it'll
character.
always be a fun game for people to play casually on the side. I think it will always be there for people who want to play on the side.
I really think you'd like it. I really want you to come try it.
I've played it. I've played the free version of it. I might, like, buy it and then, like, put a timer on for the refund thing and see if I find anyone I like in that time period.
I mean, you like very rushdown heavy characters, right?
No, I like simple characters.
You like simple characters.
I like characters with less tools that are all more effective and important.
Less tools.
Like in Strive and in Guilty Gear in general, I obviously play Sin.
Right. Who did you play before
very
Sin?
Simplistic. I played Biken in Strive for Sin.
Okay.
But if I didn't have Sin in this game, I would like. I don't know who I'd play. Honestly, I'd either play Soul or Kai probably.
There's a couple of very like simple characters that you'd probably like.
A few simple characters in the game. Yeah.
I literally have the game up right now because I was playing before we started recording.
Yeah.
There's Lancelot. I mean, Lancelot's kind of like a Chip Leo like combination, I guess you could say. They're fast. They have mix, and then they have like a really good projectile. And then there's Zeta, who's like brainless.
Yeah.
She's just brainless, and then she has like a big
I think I'm pretty sure I know exactly what you're talking about. Spear.
Yeah, she has like a cross spear, and then she has like
I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah, she's super brainless but super cool.
Mm-hmm.
There's I don't know. Would you ever play a zoner?
No. And it's not like I'm not opposed to playing different archetypes. Like in Street Fighter 6 right now, I'm playing Minot. Almost
I played
now.
Minot.
Not Diamond. Not at a Diamond. Almost at Master now. I was at Diamond 5 last night, and then I'll play a couple more.
Yeah. I mean,
Ken into Cammy into Jury into JP, and I turned the game off.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that was my experience last night.
Yeah.
I
mean, this game...
I'm almost at Master now.
This game is anime Street Fighter.
Yeah.
It is super neutral based, but like that's what makes it fun. But then it's also like the art style is just beautiful.
No, it's a great looking game.
Yeah.
I think it's a masterful game. Like Grand Blue, the original Grand Blue was good, but it had problems like the netcode wasn't good. And it came out at a time, especially when netcode was needed because COVID.
Yes.
There was all these like circumstances that led to it just kind of failing. When it really shouldn't have, but I mean it happens, right? And then they decided they wanted to redo it and do it right. And from what I have seen, besides like a few things that clearly need to be toned down, like there's a lot of unblockable setups. The damage is kind of ridiculous from what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Like the character I play has really high damage, but she needs it.
Like once balance changes happen in a month or two that are like minor things to tweak these little problems, the game will be perfect.
I believe so. I mean, there's a lot of characters I feel like you would fuck with. I could see you liking like the poster boy, Grant. Like, I could see you liking Shojis, who's a very like in your face punch him, but super plus and everything type of character.
Like I'll give it a proper try at some point. I might, if I don't end up buying it, I'll probably just like whenever a new rotation of characters get out to the free version, I'll probably just try them all out.
Right. I mean, you have.
And then if I find a character I like, bam, I buy the game. That's not a problem. The characters are super important for me. I will not play a game if I don't like any of the characters.
Yeah, there is 4 characters in the free version that I only know 3 of them.
Yeah.
Siegfried, Gran, and Vegeta.
4 of them.
I don't remember the 4th one.
And it's the girl with the spear.
It is Zeta?
Yeah. Zeta.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's her.
Yeah.
So and the only one who's gonna stay every rotation is Gran. That is one problem I have with the free version so far, by the way. I don't have an issue with how they're handling it. I actually like that they're doing a free version with the character rotation. I think that's really smart. The only issue I have is this is the first free rotation. You probably should have prioritized fitting as many archetypes as possible onto that rotation.
Or the 4 new characters.
Yeah, or new characters.
Like,
one of those 2 should have been put on.
Like you should have. I mean, you should have put. I mean, Siegfried was on there. He's brand new. Like
they got one. That was a good pick. Yeah. Siegfried and Gran are like, yeah, this makes sense.
Siegfried, Anila, Grimnir, and Nier should have been the first 4 because they're the brand new ones, and like I don't know.
I feel like they just kind of prioritize simple characters too much for the free version. Because I'm assuming they want people who don't play these games to try it out and be like, oh, this is not too hard, and then they get the game and try more characters. Yeah. But I'm a firm believer that characters' designs and playstyles pull people in more than ease of use. I think people are willing to get past the barrier of entry if they like something a lot. So I think you probably should have prioritized archetypes, but I'm not a game designer. I don't know these things. Right.
I mean,
I'm not the guy who has to sell copies of this game. I'm the guy who has to buy the copies of this game.
Right. And I feel like there's at least 4 or 5 characters that are very like easy to use, like Catalina, Gran, Vegeta, Seox, Anila. Like a lot of these characters are fun. And like I like I said, I Catalina, I feel like you might go to more. She's basically like Kai, but like female Kai.
Yeah.
But like cooler, you know?
See, I know when I tried the open beta, I tried Yule and I was having a little bit of fun with Yule.
Yeah, no, Vinny wants to play Yule. I know that.
Yeah. I'm gonna if I end up buying it, I'll put more time into it and try and figure out a character I like. But we'll figure that out with time. When I end up buying it at some point. All that I know that kind of sucks for Grand Blue. It's a really solid package. It's gonna be nominated for Fighting Game of the Year next year.
Oh,
right? It's getting suplexed by Tekken, and it's really depressing. It's gonna get fucking suplexed by Tekken at the Game Awards. In terms of like Game Awards nominees and like award show nominees, it's gonna get suplexed by Tekken. It deserves a lot of praise.
I still don't think it will because like This game is one of the first fighting games that came out that was finished. Like, actually finished.
I agree that it's like a really solid package, right?
Right.
But it's fucking Tekken.
I don't
Like,
think
regardless
Tekken
of the
is gonna
quality of the
be
game,
finished. I think there's going to be a lot of bugs, which will, come with that type of game.
when it comes out, it's gonna be like not quite perfect. I
No.
mean, like look at Street Fighter 6, right?
Right.
The game is a pretty good put together package, but they managed to somehow fumble the bag. Like not talking about the fucking the like in-game purchases that are way too expensive.
Mhm.
I'm specifically talking about how they were like, all right, guys, we released a very good product, a very solid baseline to build off of. By the way, we're not patching it for a year. Fuck you. Like that was the worst decision I've ever seen.
Yeah,
ever.
from Street Fighter.
Like them not patching the game for a whole year is terrible, terrible business for anything.
That's kind of why I stopped playing.
It's and it's a very good thing for these other devs to look at and go, okay, let's not do that, because if you go to any high level player, like master rank player for Street Fighter 6 and go, how do you feel about the balance of this game? If they're not playing a top tier, they fucking hate it.
Yeah. And I don't blame them. Like, it's bad. Like, it's
they just released
horrible.
a graphic showing the popularity for every character. I guess I could timestamp that too. They released a graphic for the popularities of all the characters for every rank, for Platinum, Diamond, and Master. Because we all know anything below Platinum for that kind of thing doesn't really matter. People are prioritizing the characters they really like.
Mm-hmm.
Not really, they're not as good. Ken is number 1 in all of them by miles.
Yeah.
Luke is number 2 or 3 in all of them by miles. It is very obvious that something is not right here. Brutus recently made a tweet about it too. He played 19 games of Master Rank. 17 of them were Ken's.
Yeah.
Like, the good thing is that even Strive, where we had Happy Chaos running around and Nago running around in, like, Season 2, right? They weren't even that popular, where you found that many of them.
Like they should not. Happy Chaos, been dominating Strive since he came out, and I still rarely see any of them in Tower.
You only see them in tournament, and even then you don't see them much until top 8, because there's not many of them actually competing.
Right.
Like, when you have, like, broken characters, if there's a bit more of a barrier of entry, people aren't going to be as willing to pick them up. Also, Guilty Gear, I think Guilty Gear players are a lot more inclined to play the character they like. I mean, fuck, I played a shitty character for, like, 7 months. Right? Johnny players have been doing the same thing. They've been playing a bad character for a little while. Elfo players are doing the same thing. Guilty Gear players do not care that much about the tier list, especially because it's Guilty Gear. It's not actually as relevant as, like, a Street Fighter tier list, where you look at, like, Zangief and then cry a little inside. Like, they got... And then they obviously recently are announced that they're doing more consistent patches for Strive. And I think that's also in direct reply to Street Fighter 6's biff on the balance end of stuff.
Yeah, I would agree.
And then Grand Blue's going to probably do the same thing, and Tekken's going to do the same thing. All these games have heard the response from the good players to, why did you wait a year to patch this game? And they have heard their anger and went, we're not going to do that because that is a really bad idea. And Street Fighter 6 is really hurting for it right now.
Yeah. Like I said, I probably won't play it for a while.
Perfect Parry's insane. Raw Drive Rush is really strong on some characters, weak on others. Like, I play Mano, obviously. Her Drive Rush is not good.
No.
It's good for her character, but as like a raw tool like other characters have, no shot.
Nope. Because I also played Mano,
like checkmates and Burnout where you literally instantly lose if you're put in Burnout because you blocked one normal. Like, there is so many things that just need to be touched, and then that game is going to be glorious. But they're not willing to do it. Like... Yeah. It's just really, really, really sad that they kind of decided to commit to that, because I think it was a bad idea.
Yeah, I played Manon, like, to start off the game. Mm-hmm. Got to, like, gold, I don't know, the last gold rank, and then...
Gold 5? Or did they go to 5 for gold? It's gold 5 or 4.
I don't remember.
5. And
then kind of swapped to Dalton because he was more fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rashid came out.
And like, the characters are really fun. Yeah. The game is really fun. The second you start fighting people that are playing top tiers, the fun is gone.
Yeah.
The fun is instantly gone. Somehow Ken is more soul draining than season 3 Nago at launch season 3 Nago ever could have hoped to be. Yeah. Somehow Ken was more soul draining than season 3 Nago, and that is fucking crazy to think about. That I would rather fight season 3 Nago when Johnny came out, not the new one where they kind of nerfed it a little bit. I would rather fight that than Ken. And that is wild to think about because Nago is way more degenerate and broken, but you have more tools to deal with it, so it doesn't feel as bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, post-Capcom Cup is I think when that patch is coming out.
Yeah, that also
booked for February, so it'll be after Akuma probably.
That's
which is
also another fighting game that I kind of stopped playing was Mortal Kombat because they've just been doing some stupid fucking shit.
Yeah, they have been from what I've seen because I haven't played the game myself, but I've seen footage of it and I've heard about what people are saying. Out of what I'm hearing, they're doing all the wrong things on the balance end because instead of leaning more into the assists and making it an assist fighter, which is supposed to be broken, they're trying to make it balanced.
No, okay, for this week, Quan Chi came out, right?
Yeah, he's apparently not very good.
No,
I've heard he's either top 5 or bottom 3, and people need more time to figure him out.
Yeah, so Quan Chi came out, right? With Quan Chi, let me step back for a bit.
Yeah.
GMAC Atlanta is going on like right now, I think. Right? It's this weekend. Started today, right?
Yeah.
You would think you would wait until after a competitive Pro Tour tournament for your game to release a patch, right? After tournament. No, they did it yesterday.
No.
They put it out yesterday. So now all the fucking tournament people have to update the game, and people are going to play on a brand new patch they don't know nothing of.
What makes it even worse is that it's an assist fighter. It's an assist fighter, which means you need 2 characters.
Right. I mean, it's not
good luck finding a new team formation.
Right. Like you won't have like any time to really lab anything, and pisses me off.
Stupid.
Which is why I stopped playing. And the fact that I don't really have a character that I've played in the past or liked in the game at all. So it's just like, well, okay, I'm just gonna stick to Grand Blue. Like I'm having so much fun on Nier. This is the game I'm gonna play for probably until Ermac comes out for MK1, and hopefully by then the game isn't dog shit, you know?
Yeah, they've been really dropping the ball ever since it came out. I mean, it came out and it was like, okay, right? From what I heard, it was fine.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
there was a little bit of broken stuff, but I mean, it's expected to launch build, right?
Yeah, it was very broken on PC.
Yeah.
PC
and
support
then they
was bad.
did some fixes, and then they nerfed some stuff, and so far they have just been going down and down and down. And it's like, clearly you guys don't know what you're doing right now.
Yeah, and then at the end...
I get it. You've never made a fighting game like this. You've never done an assist fighter.
Right.
But then that begs the question, why did you make an assist fighter?
They've done like the assist... They've done tag fighters before. And Mortal Kombat...
Tag's a little different.
I mean, Mortal Kombat 9, they did have... I mean, yeah. But, yeah, I guess it is a little different. It's not really the same. They've done similar concepts. And another thing that they've done recently is, like... I don't know why, but in the trailer, on the end of Quan Chi's trailer, have you seen Quan Chi's trailer?
Nope.
No? At the end of it, they just have Quan Chi talking to some invisible dude. It's crazy. And it's totally not John Cena.
This is the DLC teaser for DLC Pass 2, where we have Han Solo and
it's a Peacemaker.
Pikachu.
It's Peacemaker. Pikachu.
Yeah.
No, the next character is Pikachu. Next character is Peacemaker, who's played
Is Peacemaker actually the next one they're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is John Cena. And so I was trying to make a joke because, you can't see him.
Yeah, you can't see him. I'm really worried about Peacemaker, I will say. I'm really worried about that character because I will never forget sitting down. I was watching with my dad. I was watching the trailer for RoboCop. We're like, holy shit, it's RoboCop. And then he's like, oh, that's cool. We didn't end up playing the game, right? Because MK11 is not very good.
No.
But we saw it, we were excited, and then I thought about it from there. I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna be the most lame character ever designed, and he was.
No, yeah, I mean, RoboCop wasn't good. He wasn't that good. I think he might have got buffed later on. But like, yeah, he was still kind of lame. But like, he was also kind of cool at the same time.
It's super depressing to see what NetherRealm has done. Like, they have went from the highs of MK9 and MKX to this. What did you do? What happened between this point?
Go back to like the MKX format. Keep that.
Yeah, please.
But
Just go back to that gameplay style. It was so fun.
Like,
MKX is such a good game. Seriously, one of the best fighting games ever made. And then they biffed it so bad. Yeah. MKX into Injustice 2 was a downgrade, and then the MK11 was an even bigger downgrade. I cannot believe they pulled that off.
Injustice 2 was not good. I mean, it was actually really good.
Yeah, but it still wasn't great. Like,
I mean,
it wasn't MKX.
It was no,
it still had a bit of Injustice things about it.
Injustice 2 was better than MK1 and then
I thought you were gonna say
MK11.
Injustice 1, and I'm like, that's not a very high bar.
No.
The competitive meta of Injustice 1 was shaped by a dumpster and like a
God, it's just Batgirl, and Batgirl. That's all that was.
It was godlike.
That shit was so broken.
People played this for money.
Yeah.
And then that game, that actually Injustice 1 might be the last 9-1 matchup in a fighting game that's happened.
No.
I can't think of any, because I think of
anybody.
Injustice
No,
1, I think of
tank,
Lex Luthor Zod, where you literally can't move.
The tank for fucking BlazBlue tag team into anybody. Blaze Tank.
You know what? That's true.
I can't.
BB Tag's a wild game.
Fuck that character. Fuck that game. Trash ass game.
BB Tag is wild.
Give me a brand new BlazBlue Central Fiction like game to where I can play.
I don't know why they haven't made one. So, I mentioned a while ago on my stream. Go to my streams.
Right.
They're Guilty Gear is slowing its pace down, which I think is actually better for the series, right? I think it's actually a better turn for the series.
Yeah, and then just put BlazBlue as the fucking super aggressive
BlazBlue could be the fast one.
Yeah.
If you want to have an anime game, make another BlazBlue.
Yeah.
There you go.
Make the Blaze.
I don't play BlazBlue. I've tried it on multiple occasions. I never really got into it, but I know a lot of people love BlazBlue.
Make Blaze.
It would sell. I promise you, it would sell.
They make
Why don't you just do it?
Like the for the Rev fans, the Rev 2 fans. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like that.
Yeah, make a new BlazBlue. Make it like Central Fiction. There you go. Done.
Yeah. I mean, I really want Coco One back if they ever make one, because she was the player, the person that played in Central Fiction. She was so cool. Like, she would put these fans up and then would suck you in, so you could just do these loops, and then she had 50-50s. Like, she was such a cool character. Like, put her in Melty or something. Put her somewhere else. Put her in Strive so she could be broken. I don't know. Like, give me more of her. It's not just Central Fiction, you know?
Yeah. I guess on the topic of Strive, Elfelt just came out a week ago.
She's ass and she's bad. It sucks.
That's the funny thing. Elfelt's not good. I want it to be made very clear my opinion on this, that she's not good.
Yeah.
She is about a bajillion times better than Launch Sin was.
Yeah. I mean,
about a bajillion times. And in a healthier meta too, so she doesn't appear as bad.
Yeah, I don't know.
She is nowhere near the level of dog shit.
I don't know exactly why she's considered bad, but I know.
Okay, so there's no really safe way to route into the Rekka at all. You have to force them to block and scare your opponent, which is not actually too bad, but it's not you have to do it in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Her neutral button's a very high commitment. She has really bad block pressure in a lot of spots. She has some of the worst defense in the game. She has no health. Overall, she just struggles. She gets DP'd. The sniper zoning actually isn't that good. Once you figure out how to deal with it, it's not actually that good. Minor tune-ups will make her really good, but as it currently stands, she just falls a little short in a lot of spots. Yeah. At least from my experience of playing her, obviously not from playing her, from fighting her. Obviously, people who play her, if I ask Rin, she will give me a way more detailed explanation as to why she's not very good.
Right, and Rin's, I think Rin might be one of the better ones, alpha.
I agree.
Out there.
Rin is definitely one of the better ones right now.
She's definitely,
there's a lot of problems with the character, but I mentioned Sin, the character I played. Sin wasn't even the worst in the game. Bedman was about a bajillion times worse than Sin was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bedman was so bad.
Oh my god, and he was the funnest out of the whole pack. He was the most.
Bedman is cool in this game. Bedman, I still stand by it. I think it was kind of weird to bring Bedman back in season 2.
Yeah.
But the redesign's amazing. The reworked Deja Vu is genius. The error system is really fucking smart. I actually think it's a way better design mechanic than Deja Vu was.
I think Deja Vu was more cooler.
That's fair. I just think it was a little too overcomplicated.
Xrd or Rev 2 was a lot.
It worked in that game. Yeah, Deja Vu would not have worked in Strive, so they had to rework it.
I don't know. I always liked watching GC Yoshi just fucking go ham.
Like watching Yoshi? Yoshi's smooth.
Going ham with...
Yeah, the only things about
with
Strive Bedman that are kind of bad about Strive Bedman that I think are kind of weird is the odd idea to make him so slow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Especially because he had the fastest walk speed in Exod.
Yeah.
The 8-way air dash was a very valuable tool in that game. Well, it's pretty valuable now because they made it faster. I still don't get why he's so slow in general. He doesn't have his dash acceleration is trash. He doesn't move that slow once he gets going.
I have a theory why he's slow. In Rev,
I'm assuming they want him to actually be weak to FD.
In Rev 2, he had the brother, right? He had the actual bed man.
Yeah. The guy. Yeah, the bed man.
Yeah. He doesn't have them anymore. So it's controlling itself. So it's not as fast because of it. And it's like broken and worn down. So it's not fast because of that.
Like
too.
there's good reasons for it.
Yeah.
There's good reasons for why it's slow,
lore-wise, at least.
Lore-wise.
Yeah.
But gameplay-wise, I'm like, why did you make him so slow? Why is the bed so slow? Like, it is kind of crazy how slow Bedman is. Yeah. It definitely holds the character back a lot.
What
if Bedman was not that slow, I think Bedman would be
how much time do we have?
Speed is the number one thing keeping him down. We got like 10-15 minutes left. There's a few things we haven't really talked about yet.
Yeah. I mean
3v3 mode coming to Strive, kind of cool. I guess like brushing on that. Excited to play it, excited to see how they handle it. I know we already know that every player can be a different character. Like every character can be a different person playing it.
So I'm a little
really cool.
So it could be like you, me, and like Ren on a team, right?
Yeah.
So like okay,
that's a possibility. Yeah.
So okay, that'll be kind of cool.
3v3 tournaments are going to be more common.
So the
I'm not saying we're going to do one.
Will be nice. I don't know.
I'm not saying that NewHead's going to do one, but we're definitely going to do one. We haven't talked about it, but there's no way we don't do one.
Yeah. I mean, when it comes out.
Look out for that when the 3v3 patch comes out next year. They didn't give us a date. They just said next year.
Right. Yeah. I just think this would be a good way to end it here, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Once again, like before we kind of call it, huge shout out to SGF. You guys are amazing. We love you. Thank you so much for supporting the team. Appreciate it. Huge shout outs to all the people on the team.
But yeah, so before we do end it, actually, we are not quite sure how often we're going to do these.
Yeah.
We might do them bi-weekly, we might not. We're kind of just going to see how it plays out, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I think we're definitely going to be doing these at least monthly.
Yeah, a minimum once a month. We'll probably do 2 a month if I had to guess, but at minimum you're getting 1 a month.
Right.
This episode's on YouTube, and we're gonna try and get it on Spotify and whatnot. If you're listening to it on Spotify, hey, how you doing?
Mm-hmm.
One other note: if you're a part of the YouTube audience, leave a comment for me because we want to have guests on at some point. Who do you want on? Who do you guys want on? We'll try and get them.
Right. Yeah. The next episode.
And another thing.
Sorry.
Might be streamed. The next episode might be done live.
Yeah.
We might start doing these live, and then post them to YouTube after, right? So you guys might be able to watch these happen and these recorded live.
Right. I mean,
and then you'll get like a Q&A session on the floor at the end of it.
I also think the next one we'll probably have like a new head member. There is somebody I want to try to get in.
Okay. Yep.
So, yeah. I guess this is our ending. Yeah, our ending point. Thank you guys so much for listening. And we'll see you on our next podcast.
Have a good rest of your day.